There we go. There we are.
All right. What episode is this?
Damn it. I don't know. 50-something?
Is it 50-something?
Yeah.
It's 50.
We haven't hit 60 yet.
Are we even close?
No, we're 50, like 3? 4.
54?
I think we're 54.
No, I thought last time was 55.
My head is all white. It's like it's blended in with that light behind me. Oh, I got a few chips.
I see that.
Well,
This is episode 55.
55.
Hey, we can get discounts now.
They're the ones that want a discount. Please.
They want their time back. They want a refund, not a discount.
Yeah. Okay, well.
So,
down the Cabana hole, number 55.
Sponsored by our 51st state, Canadian whiskey, Gibson's finest. 18 years.
Gibson's the governor now of Canada.
18 years.
This is 18 years?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Cheers.
Brought out the good stuff for episode 55. It's so smooth.
That is very smooth. I can't drink a lot though, man. No. Look, man.
How many wines did you have today? That whole bottle already?
No. It was
more than that?
It was not full, but then I also emptied my pinter.
Oh, jeez. You see what I have to put up with, boys and girls?
This is now empty because I have another backyard project going on.
You can't drink more than this.
This was when I was doing office work out here. Then when I got done with that.
We can't drink more than that anyways, so we'll be fine.
Good point. Good point.
We're not breaking anything else. I don't think. I have something I want to talk about. The word of the day, boys and girls, is consistency. Okay? I think we can all agree.
I'm down with that.
That consistency is good.
Yeah.
Right? People should be consistent. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I'm consistent at is being inconsistent. At least athletically. And that is a problem. But in other aspects of life, consistency is the key.
Oh, yeah.
So, when I see a bunch of snowflakes on my timeline complaining about Trump doing things, I think to myself, when were you complaining about anything that happened during the Biden administration? Anything. Not even one thing.
I know.
Not even one thing. Can you just be consistent? Can you be consistent?
It's called team sports. It's called tribalism.
I know. And it's not consistent.
I can be susceptible to that too, though.
Yes, you can. You can.
So can you.
Really?
Yeah.
About what?
I don't know.
Give me an example.
I hate it when you want examples.
My wife says the same thing. I don't have any. Well, then it must not be true.
Exactly. Yeah.
I know it's hard, right? But it's just like if you and I are just bullshitting about the things for the day and you're being a little tribalist, cool.
Right.
When you're posting on Facebook and like, oh, the drama, oh, the horror,
or just I don't mind as much as the hatred stuff. I heard someone. He made a very good point. He said, "Imagine, if you will,
okay,
when what was that tranny dude's name? Mulvaney, is that right? Bud Light.
Yeah.
Was that his name?
Dylan Mulvaney. Yeah.
Dylan Mulvaney. So he does that Bud Light thing, and there was a bunch of flack from that. Imagine if then Bud Light trucks were being lit on fire, swastikas put on them.
To be fair.
Okay, let's hear it. I didn't hear that.
To be fair, during the Bud Light thing, like a bunch of hardcore Trumpers stopped buying Bud Light.
Okay, there's a big difference. Don't buy your Tesla. Hold on.
And
don't buy your Tesla, but you don't, like in Portland, you don't start shooting at them.
I know.
You don't ignite them. You don't go to the charging stations and ignite them. You don't put swastikas on people's cars.
And then those same people that are like, Trump's a bad guy, are saying like, oh, these are just very nice people, like the January 6th people. And I'm like, okay, like, I guess if you want to say that, why don't you also bring up, like, when they were throwing bricks at the federal buildings? Like, you don't bring that up.
Lit it on fire with cops inside.
You don't bring that up. Consistency.
Consistency.
Consistency
Exactly.
in point of view.
Exactly. Consistency.
If you're going to be outraged about things that you think the president shouldn't be doing,
Right.
you should probably be outraged that other people were being the president for 4 years. Just saying. Right?
Yeah.
Consistency, boys and girls. That's what I want to see. If you want to be outraged about everything. At least you're consistent. I might think you're stupid, but at least you're consistent.
Here's to stupid consistency.
I wish I had some athletic consistency.
I have one.
Oh, I got to tell you this. So on Sunday, I went to my brother's house, and he was having a fantasy baseball draft. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I don't participate because I'm not allowed, but I run his draft board because oftentimes my brother has to draft for like 2 or 3 people who decide not to show up. So I run his draft board. They say the name, I write it down. Okay. So I thought forever my dad's team name, because my dad plays in this, was like Sticks and Stones. Okay. Which I guess like bats and balls, right? But then I read it and it said, my stick and your stones. And I'm like, Dad, does that mean you have a dick and no balls? And like everybody just started laughing. So then I'm like, all right, guy with no balls, you're on the board. A lot of fun, busting my dad's no balls.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
It would explain a few things.
Yes, it might. It might. So, how's your project coming? I didn't look at it
Well-
in a couple days.
I hit a snag.
I noticed none of the brick was up.
I know. Well, Julie's been painting them. They're pretty much ready to go now.
They're painted.
Well, kind of create a whitewashed, older look, not a clean, bright red brick. You know,
Right.
we want it looking old. But the thing is, I was wiring up the electrical, and today I was going to get my lamp wired in, but the box I bought for it, the little deal, I need a round one because the little deal that hooks to it, it doesn't
Doesn't go.
So I got to do that tomorrow. Yeah. That's true.
I know, instead of
The hell?
counting...
Uh-oh.
What?
They're on to us.
Yeah.
Did you hear that helicopter?
Yeah.
They're sending in the enforcements, SEAL Team 6, to take us down.
I think
They
they
could-
would probably just send a drone, dude.
They would just send some fat, lazy dude, actually, and he could take us down.
That's true.
Anyhow.
So you should start counting how many trips to Home Depot along with how many beers.
No, actually, I've been pretty good about the Home Depot trips. I really have. I have. Yeah.
So you've gone one time?
No, because I buy the stuff I need for this part that I'm going to get done on this day. I do it, and then I buy... Like, how much storage space do I have? I got my crap sitting over in your yard right now.
You don't hear me complaining.
You should. You should. I'm sure your wife does.
Sometimes.
I got to talk to the guys, man. Get that shit off of their side. So annoying.
That's alright.
No, it's not. I don't like looking like I'm Sanford and Son out here, man.
Well, you might not want to.
I don't know if anybody even gets that.
I
But
get
that
it.
was a great show.
I get it.
Good.
I'm cultured. I knew how to watch Nick at Night when I was a kid.
Nick at Night. Nick at Night. Nickelodeon didn't exist when I was a kid.
I know.
We had 3 channels, man. Well, 4.
Yeah. But when I was a kid, older kid, they had Nick at Night. And they had like Donna Reed and...
I don't know who that is.
You don't remember the Donna Reed show? Oh, they had all these shows from like the 50s. Like 60s, 50s, 60s.
Never saw that one.
The Donna Reed show?
Huh.
Come on.
No, seriously, I never saw that. I don't know who that is.
The Donna Reed Show. She was like a homemaker.
The shows I always watched.
Yeah, the Donna Reed Show. 1958, 8 seasons.
I need my glasses. Aw, don't they look like the wholesome, white, middle-class, suburban family,
Yep.
though?
8 seasons starting in 1958.
See, I grew up in a trailer court. Those people were rich for me.
They were. Let's see, Nick at Night.
No, I watched Gilligan's Island. The shows I always watched. Gilligan's Island, I Dream of Jeannie. Oh, Barbara Eden. She was awesome.
Oh yeah, so Three's
Is she
Company.
still alive?
Who?
Barbara Eden.
I
think she is.
I don't know.
Yeah, Three's Company. I remember watching that, but that was.
The Brady Bunch, I Dream of Jeannie, Dennis
I never
the
got.
Menace,
I never
Mr.
got
Ed,
into Brady Bunch.
Mr. Ed.
I saw a few Mr. Eds. For me, it was cartoons too. So those Saturday mornings. See, nowadays kids get cartoons all the time. It doesn't make them special anymore. You know?
Oh, because there's the Cartoon Network.
Yeah, they get it 24/7.
Yeah.
It's
that's
not
true.
good for us. We had to like look forward to that Saturday morning. It was the one time it was okay for me to get up early, watch the Bugs Bunny show and
Yeah.
all of that. That was awesome.
Yeah. So I'm a little bit cultured. Slightly.
Good for you.
Slightly.
Good for you.
Cheers to being cultured.
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 Yeah. Must be,
Consistently cultured.
Yes. Cheers.
So the pork belly bites, they went fast.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, this is not a reflection on your food. So take this well. But that night, I woke up in the middle of the night. I was a little bit nauseous. I had too much of that stuff, and I'm just not used to eating so much fatty stuff. It was so good. And so yeah, I got, and I was.
The chicken isn't fatty.
I had a little bit of chicken, but I had a lot of pork belly, and I had the pulled pork after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't come back for dessert. Everyone was disappointed.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Well, we had
You had things to
some
do.
things to do.
Yeah,
Yes.
I figured.
I gotta meet my consistency.
Yeah, you gotta meet your quota.
Gotta meet my quota.
You gotta DEI that up. Oh,
That just brought a whole bunch of lines, but that's okay. We won't go there.
We'll skip that.
Yeah. No, it was really, really good. Very, very good.
I thought the chicken was a bit dry.
I didn't. No.
I
Because
did.
I'm just not a
I know
fan
you don't
of
like chicken, but you always eat my chicken.
Yeah, it's good chicken,
The
man.
pork belly bites were
They were
primo.
stellar.
Those were good. I thought the pulled pork was a little bit tough. A little bit, I don't know. But
I still got so much pulled pork. I gotta just start eating pulled pork all the time.
I know. Well, Christina was
and we
like-
still got a lot of halibut too.
Christina made like doggy bags for everybody, right? And she made one for you.
Oh,
And
Sorry.
I was like, you know, I bet he still has a bunch of pulled pork. So I gave it to my brother.
because Julie doesn't eat it
Yeah,
at all.
I know.
So it's just me.
Yeah. She could eat it. Oh, she has that thing, right? Some like organ thing.
Yeah, her.
Gallbladder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was going to say brainstem, but that's not it.
Brainstem. Yeah. So, but she should be able to eat like the
No, but
pulled-
fatty stuff. It's hard on you without your gallbladder.
Like if you're eating the fat, I agree. But if you took that pulled pork, okay, you just took some pulled pork, you put it in a pan and you heated it up and you made it crunchy. Like there's not that much fat in it.
Okay.
So
I don't know what the acceptable level is. All I know is she kind of stays away from it.
From any kind of fat?
No, but she really limits her fat.
Can she eat? She can eat steak, right? So
Steak is not as fat as pork.
bullshit. Bullshit. If you get like a pulled pork and you cut that fat cap off, like a pork steak is still like the same thing as beef. And in fact, pig doesn't have as much marbling as like a good steak.
Marbling is nice though.
Agreed. That's why people like beef versus pork, because beef, you can buy the beef with all the marbling. Right? And if you can't, I mean, a fat pig, just like the marbling isn't the same. It's just fat. It's like when you, like I had to save, so I got a full pork belly, okay? And I sliced it all up. And then I took like all the pieces that were like maybe 70 to 80% meat only.
Ooh.
And that's what I did.
Right.
All the rest of it, I threw in the freezer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all that fat and I'm going to get
You're gonna make cheese.
and I'm going to get a pork butt. Like one time when I'm going to make pork, I'll buy two and I'll just take one and cut all the fat cap off. And then I'll just slice it up and then I'll incorporate that fat and it should be like 90-10.
Oh.
Because there's just not,
Gotcha.
like if you take the fat out, like it's just all
Gotcha,
meat,
gotcha.
right? So then we'll have about 90-10 and I'll make like ground pork for like make sausage. Yeah.
Sausage.
Yeah.
That was a good Seinfeld episode.
Didn't watch that.
Kramer and Newman were making sausage.
Like really making sausage?
In Jerry's apartment, of course.
Of course, yeah.
Comes home, they got the music cranking, and they're just cranking out the sausage.
So this YouTube guy that I follow, he's a barbecue guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you've told me about him. So tell me.
Yeah,
Tell me more.
So he has a class that he just did. $500 sausage making class. I really want to do it. But
$500.
But it was on
That's nothing.
It was on a day that I couldn't go.
Oh.
And I'd have to fly there, get a hotel, do that. So it'd probably be like
More like
$1,500. So the wife was not so keen on that. But I think it would be amazing.
That would be stellar.
Yes.
You know what? If the stars were aligned, I would go with you.
Really?
Oh, hell yeah. Why not? It'd be fun. So, this reminds me of
All
a
right,
time.
I'm going to make the stars align. If
One
you're gonna
time,
go with me.
Mr. Wilkins and I,
Yes.
he found this Groupon thing, for a barbecue class.
Okay.
Little seminar-like thing. So, he got us a couple tickets, and so we go, and it was someplace up in Vancouver, and so they basically said, bring your own beer, and I think we brought some of our own meat to barbecue as well. I don't remember that so clearly, but
Because you had a lot of beer.
it was informative. It was informative. I really enjoyed it. Because one thing I didn't realize is you cook it to a point, but you really don't want to cook it till it's done. Because you pull it off, you wrap it up, it's still cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so just little things like that I learned. But here was the stellar part. So it's bring your own beer. Am I going to bring beer? No. So it's lunchtime. Everybody's busting out their beer. There were 2 ladies in that class. The rest were all dudes. And of course they had their bottle of wine. And they got their little glasses, bottle of wine. And it's like, oh, very nice, very sophisticated. I pulled out the limes, the tequila, the triple sec. And I started slicing up the limes. And it was just so funny to see some of the guys going, oh man, I didn't think of that. And so
That's what happens when you drink beer. You just go to the beer.
Making these wonderfully tasting, margaritas.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah. Speaking of tequila, my wife bought this little tiny bottle
Yeah.
of Don Julio 1940. It's like $15 for the little tiny.
Oh wow.
Like the 50 milliliters,
Right.
$15.
Wow.
She's like, I'm going to try it. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, what if you like it? She's like, I'm going to buy a bottle. And I'm like, you know how expensive that is, right? And of course, that conversation happened after I just spent $150 on 2 bottles of Willet, which I've never had.
Right.
They're super hard to get. Like, the liquor store just got these in, like, randomly, and they're like, we haven't had this for 5 years.
Wow.
So I was like, I'll take both. Well, Christina bought one because she called me. She was like, hey, they have something called Willet. And I'm like, Willet? So I had to look it up, and I'm like, oh.
Grab it.
I'm like, she's like, which one do you want? And I'm like, oh, I can't decide, so you pick. So she picked the one that has this, the bottle looks like a pot still.
Okay.
So it's like fat at the bottom and then has like a column, right? But it's and it's only filled to like right here, so this is all empty. But, you know, it looks like a pot still. She bought that one because it's cool. But then, so that was yesterday. So this morning, the website was still open on my work PC when I was looking to decide which one she should get. And then I started like digging a little deeper, and that one that was $76 is 113 proof, and it's made with like 90% of this mash bill and 10% of this mash bill, and I'm like I should have told her to buy that one. She was like, "Well, just go get it then." So I got 2 more bottles, 2 more bottles, and then I won that one bottle, which still isn't here yet, but.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A little contest that you made me enter.
Yeah, and you didn't win. But
you won.
I won.
So
yeah.
We're good.
So when I get that, we'll sample that. We can't drink the whole thing of that.
No.
I might never get another one.
And speaking of contest, I did have the Pinter company, the American rep,
Yeah, you said
get
that
back with me, but I haven't heard from her
since
since she got back. But at least she got back to me.
yeah.
So,
They're kind of stiffing you, Pinter. What's up with that?
yeah.
You going bankrupt or something?
Hope not. I got another batch brewing, but it's not going to be ready for a while yet. Another week.
See, you gotta
I'm going to have to. I got to time it better.
you gotta time it better so that when you're finishing one, the other one is ready.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think basically as soon as I start one, I need to start the next one. So that it gives me a couple of weeks.
How
Because
long
it's
does it
basically a couple of weeks.
Oh, it takes 2 weeks to.
Just about, because you've got a brew time, which is usually a week, and then like 5 days of, sitting in the fridge, and it is carbonating and that kind of stuff.
So you don't make it in the fridge?
No. You do it
I
room
guess-
temperature,
Yeah, I guess.
and then you put it in the fridge. Cold crashing is what they call it.
Interesting.
Last time I cold crashed, it was snowy, and I just felt really bad for that neighbor's rose garden.
Oh, rose garden. Yeah. Yeah.
That was my last cold crash. That was so funny. One year we had snow everywhere, and it was just like something out of a cartoon. I'm driving down the road, and because the streets are starting to open up again, but it's still just paths. And you see this pristine field with one tree, and the tracks go right to that tree. It's like, wow, you had this whole field to spin out of control, but no, you had to hit the
tree.
one lone tree.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll try to hurry up here.
You had to hit the one lonely tree. Yeah, this year when it snowed, there were.
Just pour some in.
There were those guys on the 4-wheelers and
Yeah.
going up and down the street, those bastards.
Oh, here at our place. Yeah.
Right outside of the house.
Yeah.
And it was like 3 of them, and they had like 3 4-wheelers, a side-by-side, a motorcycle, and they were. I'm
was
trying to
annoying.
work. So annoying. It was almost as annoying. It was more annoying than the cars that run up and down the street.
I hate the cars that run up and down the street.
I'm just jealous that I don't have
Revving
one.
their engines.
That I don't have one anymore.
Yeah. I never did. I did have a very fast motorbike, though.
Yeah, I wonder if Christina's Mustang would count. It's a V6 though.
I don't know.
I think no, it's probably a 203. 203. I'm not that smart. I've forgotten everything I learned.
I never learned that stuff.
283.
care.
Oh, it's probably a 283. 283 V8, but still, it's not like a modern Corvette. Or,
There's it might be over already, but there was a muscle car show in Portland. It either just happened or it's about to happen.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be kind of cool for somebody who's into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not, but it still could be cool though.
Yeah, I mean...
A bunch of muscle cars, all just tricked out and
nice looking.
there's something fun about tricking stuff out, you know?
Yeah, we're definitely I'm gonna put, so Christina's car has an 8-track player in it with like these 2 little speakers.
Yeah.
Because it's like, but her dad mounted it.
Yeah.
And so he would do that. So what I want to do is get a proper stereo, like a nice stereo, like subwoofers, the whole nine.
Right.
And then I'm gonna line input this 8-track player. So she can like bump Jim Croce driving down the street.
I don't know who Jim Croce is.
He's like really? You're
Yeah.
old. You don't know who Jim Croce is? Even I know who Jim Croce is.
Who's Jim Croce? What kind of music?
Some old country singer, I think.
Well, see, that's country. I didn't listen to country.
Jim Croce.
Please.
I don't even know how to spell his name. Jim Croce. Jim Croce, that guy.
How about Jim Crotchety? That music I probably listen to, now at least. Crotchety music.
He sang Time in a Bottle.
Oh. If I could look time in a bottle.
Is that it?
That's not country.
Okay, maybe I don't know then.
First thing
I hate ads. There's nothing worse than ads.
Okay, so all we do is stream now.
Is this it?
And yeah.
It's kind of...
That's not country, dude. It's not country. Oh, save time in a bottle.
Huh. What is it if it's not country? Well,
I don't know.
it's not rock.
No. It's just, it's soft, it's like pop music. I'll call it pop. That's not pop. That's not.
That's really unfair.
That's just soft music.
Soft music. What do they say?
Easy listening. Here we are listening to Easy Listening in the Cabana.
Jim Croce pop folk. That's what it is.
Folk
music.
Yeah.
Yeah, folk music.
Don't get the wrong
country and folk, like
vowels
they
in
kind
there.
of, they kind of, they can. So, folk.
But country and rock do that too.
Yeah, but only bad.
They have similar roots that. You know who?
Only bad country and bad rock do that.
No.
No.
But you know who really kind of started the country rock?
Do you have small bags in there?
No, this
Just
is a
big.
brand new box that I got. Sorry.
Only big ones?
Only big ones. Go big or go home. But the guy that started it, I don't know his name, but he was one of the guys from the Monkees, actually.
That started what?
That really started that country rock. The mixture of country and rock, driving country rock. He's the one that did that. I don't know his name though.
So,
As a matter of fact, that's the name of my monkey out in the Cabana. Is Hey Hey.
hey, hey.
Hey Hey, he's a monkey.
I'm so dumb.
Dumb? I thought it was.
I laughed.
I thought it was good. Hey Hey.
The only hey, hey I know is that little chicken from Moana.
Moana?
Yeah.
There's a chicken called Hey Hey?
Yeah.
I saw Moana,
This
but I
little
don't
skinny
remember
chicken.
that.
Remember when Hey Hey was on the boat?
No,
You don't remember that?
I don't remember the movie well. It
Must have
wasn't a stellar movie. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
It was pretty good.
I'm not anti-Islander. Look at that.
Little Fritos, yeah.
Fritos. Where's my chili?
Well, you have to get the small bag.
No, just pour the chili in the bag, you know. And
You can do that too.
a
Hey,
good camping staple.
do you still have a bunch of cheese left or no? Does Jason come to Bible study? Oh, he doesn't. Why not?
Because he's in bed.
I thought he came to Bible study. He
No.
said he wants some samples.
Oh, I got them. I got 2 left there. I think there's some in the other freezer. Yeah.
So, if If you could give him some samples,
I will.
so I don't have to give him a full one for free. Oh no!
Wow. I didn't set my phone. I have no idea how long we've been going.
Well, I guess we'll just keep going then.
It's deadly.
What do you got going on tomorrow?
Working on that stupid...
So you're not
Shed.
doing real work?
No, I'm doing real work.
Is one of the guys on vacation or something? I noticed the truck was out there. Uh-oh. Did you not want to talk about this?
Well, nobody's watching by now. Ronnie's having some trouble again. So he's going to check himself into rehab. Yeah. I feel really bad for him.
That's so heartbreaking.
It is. It's just... And you know,
Did he
the thing
call it
is...
himself, though?
Yes.
That's progress.
Exactly. And that's, you know, Julie and I were talking about it, and it's like, that's one of the encouraging things to me, is it's not like he got busted. He's just like, shit, I'm going down this path again. I want to end it now before it takes over again. And so he wants to check himself into rehab. He went to court today to try to get some other stuff straightened out. And, you know, it's just amazing how, I mean, not, drugs does it times 100. But everybody has these things in their lives that just grabs a hold of you and will not let go. And I do feel sorry for him.
Yeah, that's...
Because I want to help him. I've been trying to help him. So...
But this is progress. Even if it's going to happen, like, that's progress. That's good. I mean, that's the best news out of this that could happen.
I just feel really sorry for his kids.
Yeah.
You know, he'd finally gotten his kids back and got his own place, really trying to make his life right. But, man, when the kids are off with this relative or that, and you're by yourself alone at night, and he's under the thumb of the government, making sure that he's doing everything right. So he's feeling the pressure and gave in. Yeah. But, you know.
This is where the mafia would be good.
The mafia?
Yeah.
Explain to me how the mafia is good.
Well, if you were connected, right? I bet no drug dealer would ever come near Ronnie.
Right.
You see my point?
Right.
Unfortunately, most people are super unscrupulous that fall into that trap, right? And so you'll sell to anybody.
Well, he's got a job waiting for him. He's actually going to be back day after tomorrow because he's getting some things taken care of. And then when a bed's available, then he's going to be out. But, meanwhile, the truck stays here.
Yeah. It's probably best, just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
Man.
Yeah. Very sad. We had a good time this morning, though, talking about it. And we all prayed together. And yeah.
How's Jason after his, is he different?
Oh, baptism?
Yeah.
No. Because he really had a dramatic change before the baptism.
I know.
Yeah. He's had some things happen that he was like, I can only say God made me do that because that's nothing I ever would have done. You know, like, where someone is confronting him because this nutter on the street, and he doesn't retaliate in any way, but instead, just approaches him with love. And he said, man, that's just not me.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So, he still has a limited vocabulary, if you know what I mean. One word has many meanings.
Yeah.
And I'll admit, I do that from time to time. I blame him.
Yeah, you have to.
I gotta blame somebody other than myself.
I blame my wife. Well, you know, when somebody cusses around our kids, she's like, have you met their mother? So if she's gonna go that far, I might as well too. Well, that's good, though. That's good.
Yeah. So we'll have 3 guys and 3 trucks. And we'll see how Noah does on his own. It'll actually be good, I think.
Do you track them?
Kind of.
How?
We have an app, Connect Team. It's actually a very good app. I highly recommend it for clocking in and clocking out. Now, originally, it would have been stellar because they fill out a sheet every day. You know, did this job, we did this, did this, did this. And here's the time that we went there. Got to this job at this time, we did this, this, and this. And that, quite honestly, was not intended to track them, but because you get a customer going, hey man, they were here for only 15 minutes. Why are you charging me so much? Okay, it was 2 guys, and it was 45 mints. So that's an hour and a half of man hours.
Yeah.
You know, come on, man. So on Connect Team, you can do that. So you can clock in, I'm doing this task now. Here's the job name. Clock out, clock in on this job. Well, let's just say roofers aren't the brightest lot. And so this was just never, I don't understand it. It makes no sense, but they kept screwing up entering the times and stuff. And so I still have them filling out those yellow sheets. But when you clock in on this, you're now on this, and it's tracking you.
Like location.
Location.
Nice.
So, and
Do
but
they
here's
know that?
oh yeah. They know that. But here's the cool thing. There's been a couple times where Jason and I are going, what the hell took them so long? Why are they done it this time and not this time? Well, I can just get on the app. Okay, I see here was their first job, and I can see, because it just pings it every once in a while.
Sure.
So they were there for that. Okay, that's the amount of time that it takes. They heard this job. Okay, that's the amount of time it takes. They heard this job. Oh, wait a minute. Why did it take so long? We ask them. They go, oh yeah, they had this, this, and this. It's like, oh, okay. So it does help clarify that. But it has also helped clarify, what the hell were you thinking? Why did you go to Beacon to get supplies, come all the way back over here to do this job, and then go to the job that's right next to Beacon?
Yeah.
No, you do this job first, in the order that we gave it to you, and then go to Beacon, and then do this job. You know, it's just stupid little stuff like that.
Yeah, but those are teachable moments. Hopefully.
Right.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Kyle is doing really good. He's
It's too bad you lost that Tennessee boy, huh?
Will? Yeah. Oh, did I tell you?
I
I got some letters in the mail. I still need to text Will. I apologize. I know he's not watching this. Because it's from the government. He obviously has applied for some government top secret kind of thing, because they wanted to know this, that, and the other, and it was a true government form and all that kind of stuff. It's like, well, that's pretty cool. I hope he got it.
Well, who knows now?
Well, yeah, I did say.
No, I mean Doge, right?
Oh, well.
How many jobs are they cutting?
And rightfully so.
Here's another thing.
Okay, here's another thing.
Here's another thing, okay? So there was this CNN article that one of the wokesters on my timeline posted and said, this is why Trump sucked. I don't know exactly, I'm making some of this stuff up. This is why Trump sucked and why his DEI cutting is so stupid. And it was a minority symphony, okay? They were supposed to play in this small town. And it was federally funded. And they cut it, okay? So they weren't going to get to play, okay? And CNN found out about it or whatever and made the concert and blew it up. And now everybody knows that the government is bad and these kids got to play. And they're all outraged about Trump cutting that. And I'm like, that's what you want your federal tax dollars to pay for?
Right.
Like, this should be like some charity thing or some private philanthropist who wants to highlight, like...
Right. Well, here's the
like,
funny
that's what
thing.
you're outraged about? Really?
Here's
And then they're like, see, CNN is so good because they highlighted this to the world.
And what they don't realize is that the majority of Americans went, good.
Did you see, what was it? MSNBC and CNN, I think, they polled like their constituents, and the Democrats have the lowest percentage
Lowest rating ever, I
in the
think.
last 35 years.
Yeah.
That's
It's single digit.
No, it's 29 and 27% approval rate.
Oh, okay. Oh, approval rating. Right. Okay. Yeah, but it's super low. Yeah.
That's pretty low.
What was it that I heard that was single digit? Must have been somebody else, and it was just like, wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
I don't know. Consistency.
Mm-hmm.
The key word tonight, ladies and gentlemen, consistency. Consistency. I don't mind people who want to be outraged, but you should be outraged at everything.
Well, consistency.
Yeah.
It's like,
And when you've been silent for 4 years, and now all of a sudden everything is an outrage.
well, it's like when a certain person that's close to me that I love dearly was saying comments about Musk being unelected, you know, being involved in these government agencies. And I said, well, how do you feel about all the other people in those agencies that are unelected?
Yeah.
They're all unelected.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you bent out of shape about someone who's...
Doing work.
Yeah.
The only reason you know about him is because he's doing work. All those other people running those agencies haven't been doing work that's been good for you.
It's just... People don't...
Dare I say hypocrisy.
People... Consistency. People don't think things through, too.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you'll say, well, this and this. Okay. Well, let's think that through then.
Yeah.
And carry it out. You know?
Sheeple.
Oh, we all are, though. Everybody is a sheep.
For something.
And it's funny, because the Bible, and Jesus especially, calls us that. Doggone, they are right.
Yeah.
We're just so easily brainwashed. It's amazing. We have people who really think that a guy can become a girl and a girl can become a guy.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. No person who is not severely compromised believes that a woman can become a man or a man can become a woman. Now, I believe that there are people that think if they believe they are, we should call them that.
I understand what you're saying.
Right.
But there are people who really believe, no, this person... There are people who say there is no difference between a guy and a girl.
But
I
then,
don't care
when
what
they're
level-
questioned and say, well, I want to be, what did Pierce Morgan did this, right? Well, I want to be a black lesbian. Oh, well,
Right.
why, you can't do that. Well, why not? If you can be whatever you want, why can't I be whatever I want?
Exactly.
Like, the whole argument fails.
Yeah.
But I believe that there are people that believe that some people think that they should have been a woman or should have been a man, and they believe that you should treat them that way.
Yeah, and if so, if somebody thinks that they're Napoleon, I should treat them as Napoleon, right?
Well, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying I don't think that people really think that a man is a woman and a woman is a man. Like unless they're a little bit, like, I don't think that's true. But I do think that people think, hey, it's not hurting anybody, and so if that's what they feel, then we should treat them as such. We just can't treat them as Hitler or as being a black person or anything else. But a man and a woman, that's okay. Anyways, how should we wrap? I'm empty. Damn it.
Damn it.
Oh well. I guess I'll have to top that off.
I'm not topping mine off.
I know, but we have to end this.
Yes. That's what whoever's watching this has been saying for
Can
the
you
last
believe we had
40
34 views that one time? I couldn't believe it. There's 34 people wasting their time.
You need to get alive.
Like that's unacceptable.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable. This one right here, it was 35 views last week.
Wow.
Or 2 weeks ago, 12 days ago.
Hey, you know what? When this airs, you know what today is?
What is it?
The very first day of spring.
Well, we'll end it on that. Cheers.
Cheers to spring,
To
thank
spring.
goodness. And daylight savings time, may it always stay there.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
No, but cheers.
Cheers.